And welcome back to the tutorial. So I'm going to exit from here, and since the database is connected, the other thing we need to do is to go right inside the code. So let's go to the source, and right here, right underneath here, we need to call the following as well. Let's say it's prepared statement. So I'm going to call that object pst equals null. Now I will also need result set, so that object will also be called, let's say, null as well. There. And one more thing I like to do is to say, let me say default table mode, and table mode is going to be called table. Without that, I won't be able to see the headings and so on that I've set for the table, so I'm just going to copy and paste that instead of typing it. Paste it right there, and parentheses, semicolon. There. Now the other thing I'd like to do would be to create a public function. So let me say right underneath here where we have launched the application, I'm just going to call that public void, and I'll call that update table. There. Alright, inside our very public function, what I want to do is I'm going to call my database holder again, that is the con SQLite connection dot connect db. There. So that we activate my connection, my database connection. And now let me use an if statement. If con is not equals none, enter a coil braces, then let's say string SQL equals, using SQL select statement equals select the following. Let's say student ID, right? Student ID, comma, I also need to select the course code, comma, and so on. Yeah. Okay. So these are the, let's just close this. Those are the columns on my table that I intend to create. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so right in here I want to use a try catch. So let's say try, and let's try, let's say that's pst equals connect dot prepared statement. So this one, paste it there, make that a lowercase, and let's say the parameter or the will be SQL, and just enter in there semicolon. Alright, that will be prepared, not prepared. Okay, now the next one is rs equals pst dot execute. Execute query. Yeah. Okay, now let me then add my object. The column data equals new object. In total I have 13, so I'm now creating my columns. There we go. Right, now let's use, okay, we have here, that should be uppercase, and this should be uppercase as well. There we go. Now let's use a while rs dot next, and open a curly braces there. Use this column data, the array that is declared in there inside the objects. Let's say column data, the first one is going to be 0, and let's say rs dot get string, and that very string is the student ID. That's the very first one. Enter a column here, semicolon there. So I'm just going to copy that and use it for the others. Scroll right down. In total is 13. Now I have 6. Copy, paste, and just one more, and this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, all of the columns are defined, but the next thing is I'm going to call this object here to actually define the, yeah, that's it, model. Let's come right down here and paste it in here. Dot add roles. Dot add role. And what role are you adding? You adding the content inside the array, this very one. Copy that and just paste it right in there. Now supposing we have an error, that is where we need to use our try catch. It's a catch exception E, and that is just for my whatever error is there. The system should handle that. So let's come down here and type curly braces there, and let's use the message there. Message dot show message dialog, and let's say the first argument is nil and the other one is whatever the message it is. The system will generate that. Right, so I've taken care of the very first method that I will use to display the database straight onto my table right there. Okay, but even if I run this function now, nothing will happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this very function inside the constructor. Let's come right down here. I've copied that already. Where is my construct? There we go, right here. I'm going to call that. So let's call that and enter semicolon in there. So here what I'll do is, let me say object objects column. Okay, that is an array equals student ID. Let me copy all of these here. Let's copy everything I have in there. Yeah, copy. Okay, so we copied this, but I have to be careful so I don't copy the, look at it, ranking from student. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. So come in here, just copy all of this. No, from here, copy, and let's go back in here inside our, inside the method there. So right in there, what I want to do is I'm going to enter curly braces, close that, and paste what I've just copied right there. So now let's enter speech mark for each of them, right, and this one as well, and so on. That's what I'm going to do for all. Let's copy that and paste it in here. Yeah, and here, and this one we just enter there. Right, now what is left for me to do is, let's enter semicolon here. Okay, press enter. So let's say model dot set column. We need the column ID this time around. Column identifier, column identifier. Just identify the columns, and table dot set mode, and that's going to be mode. There we go, right there. Let's collapse this so that you guys can see all of the codes. Now look at that. These are all my columns, so take a good look at it. Let's see what's gonna happen when we break it. Yep, that's fine. Alright, so maybe I should do the same thing for this one as well so that you guys can see it properly. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So before I try it out, I would like to change this. You see the course code, I'm gonna delete that. I want to change it to combo box here. So let's just paste that right there and drag it that much, and I'm going to give it the following names here. And right inside the combo box, I'm going to make up my, let's come into here. You see where we have model, and I'll just add some data in there for this combo box. Let's say CC 900. Let's say 0 there as well. Okay, so let's copy that, and that will be the course code, and this one is 167. Okay, that will do. So that is my course code in there. Let's come in here and just add a space here so that we have an empty one there, and let's increase the font size as well to about 20. Make that bold. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, so let's try out this program and you guys see how it looks like. So click on run so that we see if the table is there. Click on OK. There we go. Click on the database, and there we go. That's the table. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to close the table. All I need to now do is take care of this exit, reset, delete. print and transcript and the student one. Okay, let's exit out. Okay, let's take care of the exit. So I'm gonna come down right here. Where's my exit? Double click on that and speed that up. There we go. Those are the lines of code for exit. Now let's take care of reset. Double click on reset, and right here are the lines of code for my resets. Okay, just from here down here. Now delete. Double click on delete. Enter space in there. We had to speed this up because it's taking too long. And from here up to here are my lines of codes for delete. Okay, let's take care of print. Double click on print and we enter as follows for print. There, those are the lines of code for print. There we go, guys. Take it from the top there. Now let's take care of the transcript. That is transcript there. Double click on transcript, and right in here we're going to enter as follows for transcript. Right here, guys, those are the lines of code for transcript. Okay, when you click on the transcript, whatever data we have on it will be cleared before we enter the following. Okay, so now let's come in here. See, for let's collapse this first. For the total, average, and ranking, see those three components, I would like them to, let's say, editable. I would make that false, and I'll repeat the same thing for this one. Editable is false here, and select this. Editable is false as well. There. So if we run it now, let's save and run. There we go, guys. This is how the system looks like. So let's try out the transcript and the other buttons that we've taken care of. So I'm going to say the student ID is ST 14574, and the name of this very student, I'm going to call that student Paul Omen. Select one of these course code and examination number. We cannot enter anything here, unfortunately. This doesn't do anything here. The student details, student records doesn't do anything, so we just enter some false data in there, or an assumed data. So all we need to then do is, there won't be nothing in here, so I'll click on transcript, and there we go. Okay, the total and so on, because this is meant to carry out the calculation. We can print. Let's see if that works. Yeah, my print is working. So all you need to do is just select whatever printer you want. Then we can delete. There's nothing in there to delete. We can reset there, and we can exit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's take care of the student result. Double click on that, and right here, the first thing I'm going to do is to declare a double this array. So I'm going to call it R equals new double, and I'm just going to make that 14 there, and R for the first time is going to be 0 equals double dot pass double, and the value or data that goes in there will be jtxt mass dot get. dot get text, and there. So that will be the very first one. So I'm going to just copy these because I have 8 in total, and I'll just change it around. That's 4. Copy it all again. Paste, paste. I have total as well. No, that is it. So this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. In total 8 subjects. Now this one is called English, and this is called biology, followed by computing. We have chemistry next, then we have physics, add maths, and finally I have business. Right there. So I'm now going to declare another, use another array. Array number 8 will be the one I will use that will calculate everything together for me. Let's come back in here, out there equals this very one. That's plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, and that's 4. Then just copy and paste, then change it around, plus 4. Right, and I'm going to divide that by 8 to get my average. So this one, change this one to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There, that's the first one taken care of. Now I'm going to copy all of this, and I'll declare another array that will be, use another array that will be 9. There we go, semicolon there. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is I'm going to now create a string for the average. There we go, and this very same string, I'm going to copy that. So whatever value we have in array number 8 is added into this string value there, which is assigned to the text box. So I'm going to copy this for total. So come down here, paste that in there, and I'll just change this to total. Change the array name to total score, and change the value here to total score as well. Why this will be 9 there, and that's all there is to that. Now we're getting somewhere. The next thing is, let's use an if statement to determine the grade or the ranking of the student. So if array number 9 is greater than and equals to 700, then jtxt ranking dot set text, and that will be first class. First class. There we go. That is fine. Ranking. There we go. First class. Else, I'm going to copy this. Let's check out the other condition. Else if it's 600, yeah, that will be 2-1. That's 2I. That is how it's written. Copy, paste, And the next one, if it's 500, that will be 22. 5, that is 22. And here we have another one for 400. 400 will be third class. Okay, bring it down a little bit. Now we have 300. 300 will just be certificate of higher education. So let's say certificate of higher education there. And if it's 200, that will be a fail. 200, that will be less than. So in here will be a fail. There we go. Okay, and I want all of this information to be added onto the database. So let's use insert. Alright, that is the string that we insert all of the data straight into my database right there. Okay, have a good look at it. Let's break this into two so that you can see it. Yeah, now a little bit more, undo that, and maybe somewhere here. Okay, then let's take it up. Right, so you can leave this there, or maybe I can just delete that. Right, and we also have to close the database anyway. Now that is done, okay, close your try cache there. If you like, you can enter your statement there, but I deleted mine. And right underneath here, I now want to, so I'm now going to display all of this information straight onto the table itself. So right underneath here, I'm going to just add as follows. Okay, for all the information to be displayed on the table. All right, so database displayed on display. All right, there guys. So have a good look at the lines of codes. There we go, look at that. All right, that's the one that insert the database straight onto the database system itself. And here, this is where the calculation will take place. There seems to be a lot of code on the student results button itself, so that's it. I'm showing it to you guys again so that you can pause your system and do your own thing. There, that is adding straight onto the database, inserting all the data straight onto the database, and here displaying onto the table. All right, okay, we're now going to run it, and we just to see how it looks like. There we go. Now enter some details in there. Student, so let's say ST there, and in here name of the student is going to be Grace. No, let's say Grace Stanmore. Course code and examination number, and in here score for Grace. Unit results, let's see how it works. Alright, click on student result to see the score in there, total score, average, and ranking. There we go, look at that, it's working, and it's also added it straight on board. Transcript, yeah, that is fine guys. Now let's reset and enter details of another student. So the student ST559 and the name is, let's say, L Jones. Course code of Jones, examination number, score for Jones, right there guys, and results. Look at that guys. Okay, we display that on the transcript, and one thing I'll do is I'm going to log off, just close everything, just to prove that it's the details is on the database, and I will run the system again. So exit here, and now let's run the system again. Okay, click on run. There we go. You see all of the information right there on the database. And let's have a look at the database itself. There we go, that's the database itself. If you guys can still recall, the same information that we have here on the database is what we have here on the system itself. So guys, with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it. Please do subscribe, and if you like to be a member of the channel, you'll be highly welcome. Thank you, and bye for now.